Hello and welcome to GameGazm's update, and we've got a lot of stuff for you today, haven't we, Jay?
Yeah, well, we've got a few things.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was a little bit. So coming off the back of E3, obviously, there's still only trickles of stuff being revealed.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with probably the biggest story this week, which everyone's heard about, and that is the Super NES or SNES Classic has been officially announced.
Yes.
So it's out in September 29th. And they have also promised that there's going to be more stock than there was of the
NES Mini. Yeah, because obviously, I don't know what they call them, like these people that just buy up a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like no one else can get hold of them, and then they sell them for a profit on eBay and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They're trying to stop that.
Yeah, I think there might be, in certain areas where they can, they're limiting the amount that people can buy. So I think there was that famous picture online of that person that stacked a massive pyramid, and it's like, that's not fair. But saying that, already they're going on eBay for like pre-orders on eBay, and they're already double the price of what they would be in the shop.
They're supposed to be £79, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going for like 150 odd quid on eBay already.
Well,
and so if you want one, get your name down for one quick, because they're going to sell out. Even though they said there's going to be more available, they're still going to go. Yeah. And I read earlier, if you pre-order a game, they've upped the pre-order price from £10 to £50.
Woo.
So you've got to put a £50 deposit
so
down.
you've got to secure that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so you better hope they don't mess up your pre-orders like they have done in the past a couple of times, because that'd be quite bad. But, so it's definitely coming, and there's going to be an unreleased game on there, isn't there?
Star Fox 2?
Yeah.
No, than Star Fox 2, yeah.
Yeah, and I read earlier, actually, everyone was quite surprised. Even the developers of Star Fox 2 were surprised. Yeah.
What, did Nintendo not tell them?
I don't know.
So, we took your unfinished code, finished it a bit, and put it on this console without telling you.
Yeah, so I mean, like these it was like 20 odd years old, isn't it? And these the original developers and the artists on the game all got together to have a celebratory meal to like say like,
brilliant.
"Hey,
it's finally out."
Yeah. So they're all doing new things now, but it's still pretty cool to have something they worked quite hard on 20 years ago finally get into the public. So yeah, so there you go.
To be enjoyed by many more people.
Yeah. So September 29th for that. Like I said, if you want one, get your name down on one now.
Yes.
Next, we move on to Destiny 2.
Aha.
And this is quite amusing. There was a interview with the director over at Bungie.
Right, okay.
Talking about the differences between Destiny and Destiny 2. And he said, and I quote, "The biggest change is probably the inclusion of a story."
You're kidding me?
Nope. Exact words. So, yeah.
Well, you mean the story's actually in the game?
Yeah.
It's not like on a website somewhere that you have to go and read.
Yeah, find all them grimoire cards.
Oh, God. They really fucked that up.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, well that's good, I suppose.
I mean, they've been the lead directors and everyone that worked on the original Destiny. They've been quite vocal recently about how they were like, yeah, okay, we fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, which is why there's this complete new slate starting with Destiny 2. However,
I love that quote. Yeah, that quote's brilliant. Yeah. I want that on a t-shirt. Yeah. The main difference between Destiny and Destiny 2 is we've added a story.
Yeah. Yeah, so it promises to be, there's going to be this big narrative, so about, obviously we all know the story about the Guardians being kicked out of the tower and everything. Yep. That's going to be the main story. There's going to be sub-stories as well that you can discover, so like side quests.
Cool.
But there's actually going to be a solid story.
Well, apparently.
Yeah. Reserve judgment to September, really.
Yeah, but that's kind of got me interested, though.
Yeah,
already.
I hope they finally nail the proper recipe here.
What it should be, what it should have been. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. It's good news. It's good news. Yeah. Positive.
Brilliant quote, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So moving on to Nintendo, then. The Nintendo Switch has reached 1 million sales in Japan.
Wow.
Already.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, it being Nintendo in Japan, the Japanese market always favours Nintendo.
And they all favour handhelds.
Yeah.
Handheld market in Japan is like, wow, it's
huge,
insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't surprise us that the Switch is doing very well over there.
Yeah.
So
so it's
that's
just
good.
In that market. It took 17 weeks to reach 1 million units sold, and to put it into context, the PS4 took 46 weeks to reach 1 million sales.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
However,
popular.
Yeah. However, the PS4 is still big. It's still the market dominator at the moment with over 60 million units sold.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Switch has got a long way to go to catch up with it, but it seems to be doing really well. It seems to be really well received, and I'm quite happy about that.
I am too, because finally I've bought a piece of Nintendo hardware that hasn't flopped.
Which might actually stick around. Yeah.
Not including the 3DS, obviously, because that's done very well.
Oh, yeah, that's obviously still going with a new model on the way.
Yep.
Next, we move on to something that I read earlier. We all remember that weird trailer of Transcendence at E3. That weird Elijah Wood VR.
What the hell was
whatever it was?
Okay,
certain publishers that have been invited to play an actual demo of it recently, so we've got a bit more inkling on what the gameplay is going to be like.
Okay,
and
so what is it?
It's been likened very much. So it's all in VR, obviously. So you got the Vive, Rift, and PSVR.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's been likened to PT.
PT.
Yeah. Apparently it's like really, really like brown adrenaline scary. The demo that they got to play was you are an individual inside like an office, not an office, sorry, a flat, like an apartment.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
And you kind of have to figure out why you're there and try and figure out like this puzzle, and you do it by going through different time periods.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to get. So you get So there's a couple of rooms and a basement, and obviously nothing ever good happens in a basement in a horror game. And the way they described it is you can travel through time, and every time you travel through time, there's a difference in the room. So like PT, where you keep going around the same place and something changes. You travel through time, and there's different things. So you get to you can get to the basement in one time, but it's locked, and in another time period, there's a key. So you grab the key. See,
that sounds like a lot of the gameplay from like Titanfall 2. You know, when you go going back and forth through time in that lab section.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what when I was reading, that's what they likened it to.
Right. Okay.
But so you go to the key, get the key, hold the key. So you got with the Vive, you got the touch controls.
Yeah.
You keep hold of the key. Go through times. There's a light switch you press and it changes the time period.
Okay.
Holding the key and you can get into the basement.
Right.
But apparently it's full of like there's a few jump scares in there. They didn't really give too much away because obviously, I mean, I don't know whether we're going to be able to play this demo. Like the mass market will get it.
Yeah.
But
they don't want to spoil it too much. Yeah.
So there are jump scares in there, so they didn't say what they were. But then there's down the corridor, there's figures that appear in ghostly shapes and shadows, and
it's a jump scare game basically. So it's a haunted house puzzle jump scare game. I think is what we can gather from that.
Yeah. But it sounds really, really cool.
It does. Yeah.
From the video we got at E3, is anyone's guess what that game would have been? Like a Lord of the Rings sequel or something.
I just hope I could get through it without getting chronic motion sickness.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah. So that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, going to Bioware now. The division that works on the Dragon Age games has started hiring.
So what does this mean?
Yeah, so there could be a new Dragon Age on the way.
Maybe.
But my question here is, are we looking forward to it, or are we worried about what we're going to get?
Well, I don't know, because due to recent revelations, we know why Mass Effect Andromeda failed so badly.
Because of Anthem.
That's right, because of Anthem.
Yeah.
Basically, they made Andromeda rushed in what was it, 6 months or something?
6 months, basically, yeah. I mean, we said it in the previous update, but what we actually got was actually impressive
for the time
they worked on it. But I think they probably did outsource a lot to Anthem, because this seems to be their new thing that they're gravitating to.
Yep.
But so there's a new team working on Dragon Age, and in the same interview, anyone remember Jade Empire?
Yeah, love that game.
Yeah, there's a second one. They're going to do a second one.
Right.
But at the moment, Dragon Age is the focus.
Okay. So they're doing Dragon Age.
And then possibly a Jade Empire 2.
Well, that's good news.
It was pretty cool. That was a really cool game.
It was a cool game. And
really underrated.
Quite a lot different to Knights of the Old Republic, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but because it was around at the same time as Knights of the Old Republic, you kind of forget, because that is still Bioware's best game, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they should definitely do it. Well, they are doing a remake of that, aren't they?
Well, it's been kind of rumoured.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Fingers crossed on that one. I really want a new one. Or just a remake of the old one.
Yeah, a remake of the old one.
Yeah, that'd be good. With faces.
And new voice acting.
Animations. Yeah.
The voice acting hasn't dated very well, has it? No. Anyway, moving on.
Yep. Lastly on my list, I've got down here Crash Bandicoot's out tomorrow.
Woo!
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that for a while.
That's the last news
that is just... I wrote it down because it's out tomorrow.
I think that deserves a crash dance.
It does, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Awesome, yeah. So that's oh god, well, if you haven't been looking forward to that, then who are you?
I'm looking forward to it for 20 years.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, a nice remake of this.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be fantastic.
Looking forward to that one. So
excellent.
That's what I'm going to be doing over the weekend.
Is that all for the news then,
That's
Joe?
it for the news, yeah. There isn't really much going on other than what I've managed to dig.
Yeah, because obviously coming out of E3 and we're now in the summer drought, there's not that much going on.
Yeah, summer drought. So this is worrying me.
Nah, it's fine. We'll make up news. Anyway, viewer mail.
Yes, we have some viewer mail.
Got some viewer mail. Woo!
Yay!
Thank you for sending those in.
It was a bit sad last week.
It was a bit sad. We didn't have any.
No. Okay, so the first one comes from Christian Denning.
Hey!
Yo. He says, quick question. When is a game too big and bloated? Recently, I found myself completing less and less AAA titles as they seem to go on and on and on. Will this epidemic of side quests and feather collecting ever end? Sent from my iPhone. Oh, that's the iPhone.
See, now, I like that because, yeah, a lot of games are concentrated on giving you so much content. I mean, and that's a good thing. I've got to say, that's a good thing because anything that extends the longevity of your game can't be a bad thing. So it just means you can come back to it months and months and months and still find something to enjoy about it. However, that content needs to be good content. Not like this running around trying to find 800 coins hidden under bushes and rocks.
Yeah, and
or whatever.
Zelda Breath of the Wild, finding them, what are they called?
The seeds. The Korok seeds.
Yeah, that's the
like
one.
That. Yeah. I mean, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, it's nonsense. So if the content is good, then I'd never consider it bloated. But there's a difference. Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? There's good quality content that will keep you entertained and make you feel like, awesome all the way through, and you want to keep playing.
Yeah.
And then there's bloated, cheap bullshit that feels more like a chore than it does like an actual achievement, you know? So I think that's the difference. So I don't mind if the content's good, but if it's like collecting 5,000 seeds or feathers, like you said, it's a little bit tedious.
Yeah, but I'm exactly the same. I've completed less AAA games too because still on my shelf, uncompleted, is Fallout 4, The Witcher 3. It's like, whenever am I gonna get chance to finish them two games?
Yeah, you should. They're good. They're very, very good.
Yeah, I think I've played about maybe 15 hours of The Witcher 3 and 5 of Fallout 4.
Ooh.
I know, right? I've barely scratched the surface on either, but I've got like another 30 games I'm trying to work through. And
the pile of shame can get quite high, can't it?
Yeah, so it is a bit crazy.
We managed to play most of the main games, but then there are a few that just slip under the radar. So.
Yeah, because I mean, I focused 50 hours into Horizon Zero Dawn and I loved every second of that, but I can't then dedicate another 50 hours at the same time to another massive open world.
No, because we got day jobs and we run this channel.
Yeah,
there's just not enough time. So
that's their opinions on that. So thanks for your email, Christian.
And you said we got another one.
The other
we got two. We got two this week.
But hey, we're popular. It's catching on.
Yeah.
And this is from Daniel Macri. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong.
We'll say Macri. I'm going with Macri.
Macri. Okay. He says, "Hi guys, I saw how sad you were in the last GameGazm update that you didn't get any viewer mail, so I decided to provide you with some. Thank you for that.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. You got yourselves a great little channel, and I've really enjoyed watching your Let's Plays, particularly some of your older games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you for that. He says he hopes that we can do more PS1 games in the future.
Yeah, that's something that I did want to focus on as well.
Yeah, we had this conversation the other night, didn't we? Funnily enough,
we did.
Talking about some PS1 games and doing some older stuff.
Yeah, doing some focal points on some key gaming, iconic games of that time period. So that might be a good series to do.
Definitely something we're looking at.
Yep.
He also says, what game do you believe is most deserving of a sequel?
Oh. or that hasn't got one yet.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because there's lots of games. I'd like to say, I'd love to see another game, perhaps not a direct sequel, but maybe another one at least, of Catherine. I think there could be.
Yes.
There's more. I really enjoyed that game, and I think that they could do a new story with perhaps a different scenario, but still have that cool puzzle mechanic. And because obviously lots of people went to that nightmare world in the night, didn't they? Because it was all around the city. So maybe you could do something from another perspective. I think that would be quite cool.
Yeah, there's loads of different characters there. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I should have thought about an answer.
See,
there's the obvious ones which are already getting sequels, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll get any excuse to get back into that world. But as for games that I think that didn't get one that do deserve a sequel, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't
Come on,
actually know.
There's got to be one.
There's thousands and hundreds of games, that I've played. I would say another game in the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic series, because the first one was great. It did get a sequel, which was CAC. So a proper
because it wasn't
sequel,
done by Bioware, was it? The sequel?
No, it's Obsidian.
Yeah.
So I would, I'd like another game in that series, like that more. Yeah.
Maybe that follows on with the same characters.
I mean, this one sort of did.
Yeah.
But then took it off a weird tangent, which I didn't really like. So.
Yeah. You didn't do as much planet hopping in the second one either, did you?
No.
Or it took you a long time
and the characters weren't as good.
Yeah.
So maybe some game like that.
Basically, Jay wants to redo the sequel of Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
Yeah, remake it and make it better, more entertaining.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so is that it then?
Yeah, them were the two viewer mails. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Dan. Thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
And Christian.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that what else have we got? Is that it? I think that's it for us, isn't it?
Yeah. There's nothing new going on in our world.
No, we're just going to carry on providing you with the content you know and love.
Yes.
And obviously we are working on other stuff in the background that is yet to be seen, and will be coming shortly, or well, just over the coming months. So
maybe starting up some live streams again. We haven't had a live stream in a while.
No, we haven't done those in a while. So we'll definitely get back on those. It's quite difficult to find a schedule that works for those, just because we're so busy and up and down all over the place. It's quite hard to just say yes on this day every week we will do a live stream. Yeah. So it's a bit tough, but we'll definitely try a lot harder to get back on those so we can have a chat with all you guys and stuff, because they're always fun, aren't they?
Yeah. So thanks for the view mails we had, and if you want to drop us an email that we'll read out in the next week's show, the email is at the end of the video, so to let us know. And also any thing you've got to say about the stories we brought up, drop a comment. We read and reply to pretty much every single comment that we can. Yes, so, we always read them. If we don't reply, we definitely see everything. And have a chuckle about some of them. Yes. We'll probably be getting a lot of comments about our t-shirts. Anyway, that's all the time we've got for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already, and join the team. Woohoo! Woohoo! So as always, I've been Brent, I've been Jay, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.